My wonderful honey.
My precious baby.
Oh,
What were you
honey.
expecting me to say?
I always wait. I didn't know what you said, but I love it. Yeah,
How are
yeah.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome.
Mm.
I'm limpid.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Pellucid. Lambent.
Lambent.
Yeah.
Hi. Wow. Lovely.
Effulgent.
Wonderful descriptions, my honey.
Uh,
Yeah.
Tell
Okay.
me.
While studying the book of Judges,
Mm-hmm.
came across Deborah, who
Mm-hmm.
was a judge in Israel in the
Yes.
book of Judges 5.
Mm-hmm.
And very little is said about her husband called
Mm-hmm.
Lapidus. I think all we are given is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? What kind of a person was he?
Do you think he was a weak husband or something?
Exactly. Or no, why is it that he's not mentioned beyond that?
In families, there's a way God works. If a woman has been given the power to lead the masses, the husband is given the power to do the technical work,
Mm,
the behind the scenes kind of work.
yeah.
I'll give you a good example. Joyce Meyer is
Mm,
a great minister of the gospel, but she says all her strength, encouragement, and all the nitty gritty details that make her look good in public is done by Dave Meyer, the
yeah.
husband.
Yeah.
So Mr. Lapido
Mm,
was the guy, the technocrat, who was behind the scenes,
mm,
doing those things that are not media savvy, things that you don't see, things that people don't clap for.
yeah.
The real work is usually in the background.
Mm,
Yeah, the real work. So
wow.
Lapido, a torch, is the
Mm-hmm.
one that was the fire that
Mm,
fired the engine of Deborah for her
wow.
to become a great politician and a great prophet who had so much wisdom that she judged a whole nation.
Mm,
That's why the Bible says in Judges 4, verse 4,
yeah.
Deborah, a
Mm,
prophet, the wife of
yeah.
Lapido.
Yeah.
The Bible would not have spoken that way. There was another one called Abigail,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yes.
whose husband was called a fool. What was his name?
Never.
Nabal,
Mm,
a fool.
yeah.
He's mentioned in a very negative light.
Yeah.
So if a husband
Mm,
had a problem, the Bible would talk about
oh,
it.
yes.
Like
Okay.
Nabal was rich,
Mm,
successful, lived in luxury, but he was a fool.
mm,
Even the wife said,
mm,
isn't he a fool just like his name?
mm,
When he disregarded David, the
mm,
servant of God, he said that there are so many servants running away from their masters nowadays.
mm,
Who is David, the son of Jesse,
mm.
that I should give him what I have reserved for my servants? So he denied David food,
Yeah.
even though David took care of his men. I think there were about 200 or
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah.
No, I don't think their number is mentioned.
Mm,
But the men who were looking after sheep, David took care of them for a long period of time.
yes.
So David said, we took care of your people. We took
Mm,
care of your sheep.
mm,
Send us some food.
mm,
He refused. He
yeah.
died later, and David married his wife.
Yes.
David.
Yeah.
David. David needed help in that area, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
So Lapido was the strength,
Mm-hmm.
the engine that caused this huge firepower to rumble.
Wow.
That's why his name means a torch,
Mm,
a flame.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
was a good leader. He
Yeah.
didn't compete with the wife.
Mm,
Neither was he threatened by the wife's popularity,
mm-hmm.
strength, and abilities.
Yes.
He was not threatened that his name was not mentioned beyond being a husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did certain things at home.
Yeah.
Remember, she was a mother too.
Yeah.
Very few women would be comfortable
Mm,
married to and giving birth to babies of
mm-hmm.
a fool.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Abigail quickly ran away
Mm,
from Nabal the fool,
yeah.
you see,
Yeah.
and married David. So Lapidot was a good man.
Okay.
In cases where a husband is the one in the public eye, you'll find that the wife does things in the background.
Yeah.
Usually that's how it is.
Yeah.
A balanced relationship is like that.
Mm,
If both
mm-hmm.
are given to the public life
Mm,
or both are exposed to
mm,
leadership, you'll find that when one is talking, the other one goes down.
yes.
When the other one is down, the other one talks. So if it, for example, in your case, if you're leading, if you notice in areas where you're quite strong and successful, I come as support.
Yeah. Mm,
That's how we do it.
yes.
In areas where I'm strong and successful, she comes as support.
Mm,
So that's how it works.
yeah.
So the Bible could not have spoken about Deborah,
Mm,
great prophetess, and the husband was also a great prophet doing big things.
mm,
It usually doesn't work like that. Do we have any example in the Bible
mm,
where both husband and wife had power when it came
no.
to their calling and ministry?
No.
Very rare.
Yeah, very rare. In the New Testament, there's a couple, Priscilla and Aquila,
Yes.
and you find Priscilla always being mentioned.
She was
before
mentioned first
first.
because she was a good speaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Aquila was wise,
Mm.
but Priscilla had the ability to speak.
Mm.
You know, Priscilla means ancient. That means wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Priscilla, ancient wisdom.
Yes.
Aquila is an ego.
Mm.
You see,
Yeah.
that's prophetic.
Mm.
So the ancient wisdom comes from the woman.
Yeah.
The prophetic direction,
Mm.
vision,
Mm-hmm.
where to go, comes from the husband.
Wow.
So the woman is mentioned first.
Yeah.
For example, look at Manoah.
Mm.
Manoah's name is mentioned, but the wife's name is not mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yet the angel always appeared to the wife
Yeah.
because she was more prophetically sound and acute.
Mm.
But her name is not mentioned.
Yeah.
So you see, this it's important for us to look at this thing in balance.
Yeah.
So that if the name of a man is not mentioned, it doesn't mean that he was useless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for clarifying.
Most welcome, baby.
We love you all. Till next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.